Hey folks, today we're covering Dev Diary 189, post-release support for Crusader Kings 3. This is going to cover what we should expect in the next couple of weeks after All Under Heaven was released. This is going to be talking about bug fixes, some free content as well, and some other changes we're going to see. So the first thing they're going to talk about is update 1.18.0.2. This is going to be a patch coming tomorrow, and this is going to include bug fixes, crash fixes, some balance changes, and also some database improvements, so correcting some names and things like that in the game. So not a massive update tomorrow, but they are going to cover some of the things we should expect. So the first thing is going to be family members not enthused about their studies, and the change they're going to make for this is adding a decision for house heads, command family to take exams, and taking this decision will make your unlanded family members independently go take exams and capital exams without the need for you to take them there yourself. So they're going to plan their trip, do the exams, and then you'll also find out, obviously, how well they do. Additionally, on top of this, playing as a governor in a realm with merit, your courtiers are basically going to act a little bit more loyal to you. At the moment, they can go walkies, they can go a little bit missing, and they're going to fix that tomorrow in the patch. They're going to make sure they follow you around, and especially if you get a new position, they will reunite with you if they get lost whilst you're kind of moving around the realm. Some of the other changes coming tomorrow are for the Celestial Government type. The first thing here is remove the men-at-arms maintenance and army maintenance penalties imposed by the dynastic cycle. Currently at the moment, this is like a double penalty for the government, and they're going to remove one of those to make this so the treasury works that little bit better. And they do say here, this should make China more resistant to going bankrupt during revolts. I wonder as well if this will help the Byzantine Empire as well. If you have noticed, they got the treasury system in the expansion, and ever since then, they're always in a crazy amount of debt. And I wonder if this will help them as well. Hopefully it does, because it does cause them to be pretty bad at the moment. So hopefully this has a knock-on effect for the Byzantines. The next change, remove some excess men-at-arms cap modifiers from the Celestial Government, as this is handled through the army command structure laws instead. Basically, you could double up the modifiers here, made them a little bit too powerful, I think, so reining that in a little bit. The next thing, the Grand Campaign War will no longer result in China gaining additional tributaries. Instead, it will give these titles directly to the hegemon. And then next, the Chinese Emperor will now be able to use the Consolidation CB on those within certain de jure empires. And you can see the list of them here. I'm not going to read them out because I will butcher them horrifically. This is regardless of what era the dynastic cycle is in, so really just expanding when you can use this CB, but there are some exceptions, as they're saying here as well. The last change they talk about here is the hegemon can now reject tributary missions in the event that they come bearing tribute. This allows you to not get tributaries sworn to you that you do not want to get, so you might want to attack them, or maybe you just don't want them under your protection. You know they're going to get attacked, and then you get roped into it. So this is allowing you to just say, look, you've come bearing gifts, I don't care, you're on your own, please leave us. And then you can deal with them however you want to do afterward. And those are like the headline changes for the patch tomorrow. As they said earlier, there is going to be bug fixing, balancing, a bunch of other things coming as well. And we will also get those patch notes when that is released tomorrow. The next thing they're going to talk about is patch 1.18.1, and this is going to be coming to us at some point next week. They don't say exactly when. As usual, the patch notes will be available once this is released, but they want to give us a sneak peek at some of the things coming in this. And the first thing they're going to show is some visual improvements for Southeast Asia. This is going to be some new headwear pieces, some clothing, and this is going to include 7 new cloths, 7 hairstyles, and 4 new headgears. And you can see these look fantastic. Look at these new crowns and things. They just look amazing. This new hairstyle as well. This looks really, really cool. And then the next one as well. Like I say, there's a whole bunch of these being added. You can see as well some different hairstyles here, which is going to add some new flavor to this area. I think it's a very fun area to play. I mean, look at these crowns here. These just look fantastic. If you haven't played Wanua Government or Mandala Government, I would definitely recommend a campaign down there. It's really fun to do. A very different way to play the game. Everything is piety focused. Building temples, all these fun things, and these are just going to add a little bit more flavor to them. Next, they're going to show off something fantastic. This is going to be a new mask for Japan, and this is going to be for disfigured characters. So at the moment, you get that like smooth metal mask. As you can see here for Japan, they're going to add this amazing mask here. I can't wait to see this in game. It's going to look really, really cool. They do say as part of this as well, they're going to be improving character lighting in scenes, and as we'll see later, making the throne rooms look even better as well. The next thing they're going to show us are part of some changes they're going to make to the map, also making lakes look that little bit more realistic. If you go up to the north of Scotland, it can look a little bit weird in some places. They've realized that, and they're going to go in and kind of fine-tune some of these map changes they've made. And as you can see, this looks really cool. I've changed the rotation of this city and also added a palace model to it. I think it looks really good. So we will see some refinement to the map next week when this patch is with us. The next thing they're going to show us is some updates to the Chinese courtroom. You can see this on the screen at the moment. This is obviously work in progress. So based on community feedback, they've added some candles, carpets, pillars and drapes to make it look a little bit more authentic. And you can see that on the screen at the moment. I think some nice changes there as well. The next thing they're going to show us is a house relations icon they're going to add to the game. This is going to be part of some minor interface fixes they're making. And I think this looks quite good. It is a simple change, but it does allow you to see at a glance if you have those relations in place. And I think this will be a nice addition to the game as well. The next thing they're going to show us is around the legend system. They're going to add a new legend skin for Asia. And you can see that on the screen at the moment. Just making some nice art here, making it look different to the rest of the game as well. And as part of this change as well, they're going to make sure the AI utilizes legends correctly. So maybe we'll see them get used that a little bit more in game. I think they could do with reducing the cost of legends. I think it would be good if they were half as expensive, but half as good maybe. And then you would see them being used more often in the game world. The next thing they're going to cover are some new decisions we're going to get in next week's patch. The first one you can see on the screen at the moment, found the Ryukyuan Empire. They do say here this is going to be a formidable challenge with a large realm size requirement. You can see this on the screen at the moment. They do say as well this will provide us with a family heirloom on top of the rewards you can see in this tooltip. So you can see this gives you an empire title. If held, the Kingdom of Ryukyu will also become de jure part of this empire. The 3 holdings that are required will also get a buff as well. And then you can see the requirements for this as well. It doesn't cost too much outside of that. And as you can see, it says for the 3 mountains, and I think this is going to be a fun decision to work towards. They do say we're getting another one as well, found the Siam Kingdom, and this is meant to represent the Thai people's ambition to unite under a single banner after their flight to the southern lands. And you can see this on the screen at the moment. If you do this, you'll get the Kingdom of Siam title. You'll gain 200 fame. If held, 2 duchies will also become de jure part of this kingdom. And you can see the requirements as well. It's really good seeing the team adding these little decisions as part of free patches. I guess this could have come in the main expansion. Maybe it's something they were working on, couldn't get it finished in time. And we are going to get these decisions as a free update, which again is really cool to see. After this update, there's going to be update 1.18.2. And that is going to be with us at the end of November. And the main focus of this update, although they don't have any further information on it, is going to be obviously the next set of bug fixes, and also improvements to the gameplay as a minister, adding new content variation for this lifestyle. That is something I have heard from people. Playing as a minister can be a little bit boring, and this is going to make it a little bit more interesting. It's going to be cool to see what they've been cooking up for us. And then the last section they're going to talk about is further updates on top of everything they've covered here, and obviously the things they're going to announce in the patch notes this week and next week. They're continuously working on fixes and patches, and there's going to be further updates before we finish 2025. Obviously, they have their Christmas break coming up, so they'll want to get as much done before they have that, and then we'll be on to 2026, and we're going to be waiting to see what's coming in Chapter 5. But it's been really nice for the team to lay out today what we can expect in the next couple of weeks. Basically, some bug fixes, balancing, and also some free content as well. Really cool to see. But with that, that's the end of the dev diary. Let me know in the comments down below. Is there any changes here you're looking forward to? Is there anything they haven't mentioned that you think should be addressed in the future? I'm sure they're aware of it, and we might see that as some of these patches we'll get before the end of the year. But hit the like button if you've enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I cover all the news around Crusader Kings. It is getting to the end of 2025, so I will be doing my end of year reviews and also what I think might be coming to the game next year in Chapter 5. There's going to be a lot of discussion around that in the new year, so do make sure you're subscribed and you can follow along with that in the future. But we'll leave it there for today, and I'll see you all next time.